Welcome back to another season of Sideliners. I'm Aiden.
I'm Brandon.
And today we're going to be talking about the Super Bowl, Pat Mahomes, and end it off with some NBA playoff predictions. But first, let's get into some NFL. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. Where would you rank Pat Mahomes all-time amongst quarterbacks after he won his third Super Bowl in the last 5 years?
Okay, so Pat Mahomes, he's a good quarterback. Not going to say he's the best quarterback. He has so much that he can learn, so much that he can do to get him to that level where, like, you're talking Tom Brady, stuff like that. I know there's people out there saying, hey, he can be that runner-up with Tom Brady, but I think he has a few more years, and maybe we can talk about it.
I agree. Also, the only guy to beat him in playoff Super Bowls is Tom Brady, so you cannot put him over Brady. But honestly, I think he's top 10 already, possibly top 5. I mean, he's still young. He's got a lot of room to grow. He's number 65 in passing yards, for example, but he's got more rings than 90% of the guys. I mean, you got to look at the guys that are the top in, like, the passing yards. A lot of them have 1 or 2 rings. I mean, you got, like, the Manning brothers. Drew Brees has 1. Rodgers has 1. Favre has none. Rivers, Matt Ryan, Marino. Like, he's got more playoff success, and that matters more to me. It's still really hard to put him over someone like Aaron Rodgers, who's won 3, 4, or whatever it is, regular season MVPs. But I do think, especially, I mean, give it a couple of years, but right now, I might have to have him at 3, 4. I mean, Montana got 1 more ring than him, and it's got more yards. Brady, obviously, and then maybe I put, like, Peyton Manning in front of him. I mean, Big Ben, not really, but Big Ben does have 2 rings. So, I don't know. I think I give him top 5 already, which I'm not even the biggest Mahomes fan.
All right. Top 5.
Top 5.
I'm pushing him like a little further down. I'm not gonna lie.
Top 10, maybe like borderline.
Maybe. But there's like so many QBs that we've had come through the NFL. Like you were talking about the Manning brothers.
Yeah.
Peyton going to Indianapolis and the Broncos. He was doing his thing both there and there. Tom Brady, wherever he went, he's winning.
Yeah.
Didn't matter who was on his team. He was taking his team to those playoffs whenever he wanted.
Yeah.
It was like clockwork for him.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many different quarterbacks that we've gotten from when I was a little kid just watching that, not knowing what the heck was happening, to now knowing, oh, okay, this is a quarterback.
Yeah.
This guy can take you from A to B like it's nothing.
A lot of people also are like, oh, well, he's got the greatest system. He's got Andy Reid. He's got Travis Kelce. He had Tyreek Hill. He's got, Chris Jones. Like, he's had a playoff type team every year. I mean, every year, if you looked at the beginning of the season, been like, all right, well, the Chiefs might make the playoffs because they're the Chiefs. And like Andy Reid, in my opinion, is such like a puppet master behind, like, people don't realize how, like, he is the one. I mean, yeah, offensive, defensive coordinators. I mean, Steve Spagnuolo, their defensive coordinator, because he was on the Giants. He's awesome. So
Giants.
He was.
I know.
Yeah, I love my Giants. I love Steve Spagnuolo. He did a lot with a Giants team that wasn't amazing, and he was always coming up with great blitz patterns and things. But Andy Reid is also like a mastermind. He knows, he's like, if I should get, like, you know how many plays where it's just Mahomes, snap, throw, 10 yards. He just knows, he's like, if I can catch the defense off guard and just throw it to the outside, like, they'll get 8, 9 yards because my receivers are faster than everyone else. I mean, Rashid Rice looked like not like Randy Moss, but he looked like a stud out there.
He was doing his thing. He was doing his thing out there. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
From what you're saying, I personally feel like let's throw Mahomes on a different team, not have the people he has right now, and just see what he does.
I would love to see it, but unfortunately he signed his life away to the Chiefs.
Honestly.
He's got at least he signed 12 or 10. It was like 10 guaranteed, maybe 12.
I think it was 10.
It was 10.
It might be. I don't know.
And
you can check, but it's somewhere up there.
And he signed that, was that last year?
Yeah.
So he's
going to be there for a while. But, I mean, maybe we'll see that with Kelce not going to be there maybe.
Maybe. Tyreek Hill already left, and then they won. Yeah. And we're like, that was another big thing. Everyone's like, oh, he's done Tyreek. He proved everyone wrong.
He does. Well, I mean, he has all those weapons that he can use, obviously, that we saw in the Super Bowl, saw during the regular season. Pacheco, obviously, coming from Jersey, this kid has been going crazy. Ever since high school, college, just seeing what this kid has done, and put him in that team, yes, obviously, having a running back like that doesn't care what he's doing. He'll just run. That's dangerous.
Hasn't he won the Super Bowl every year? He's 2 for 2. He's
2 for 2 right now. 2 for 2.
That's crazy. Even though he runs like a kid that stole some candy.
Yeah.
He does.
Oh my gosh.
He really does.
He
stomps the ground when he
He's
runs.
running. He doesn't care.
I do like him, even though I'm not the biggest Chiefs. I was rooting for the Niners hard in that Super Bowl.
I'm with you right there. I'm with you right there.
They're the NFC chokers. It's really sad. They've made like 7 conference championships and like lost like all of them, or made it to Super Bowl and then lost.
Yep.
So it's a little disappointing. But yeah, I think Mahomes, just because of the Super Bowls, once he plays another, he plays another what? 3-4 years, he's gonna shoot up to probably top 20, top 25 in passing yards. By then, he'll have a lot more touchdowns.
What do you have, like
more
around like
accolades.
30K right now?
Yeah, something like 28, I think he's got.
Okay.
You know, Brady's got 89, so it's like that's like the separation of longevity. But
True.
if he just stays healthy and plays another 8-9 years, he throws almost 5,000, 40. He's gonna be close to 60, 70. He's gonna be up there with the big boys, and there's no way he plays like 6-7 more years and doesn't at least make it, I think, to like 2 more Super Bowls.
I will agree with you on that. Yes, he can make those 2 more Super Bowls, but I'm still right now, he needs to prove some more stuff. He needs more proving.
I can see that. All right, we'll move over to some NBA playoff predictions. We got some stand-ins. My New York Knicks are in 4th in the East Conference.
Let's go.
I love the Knicks. If they actually get healthy, they have some crazy depth. Mitchell Robinson getting hurt in the beginning of the season absolutely devastated me, especially after he was killing it. But
injuries are the worst thing.
I know. And then Hartenstein, though, stepped up to the plate. Julius got a little beat up before the All-Star break. Brunson had like an ankle thing for a couple games.
He's still doing his thing, though.
But
he's dropping those points.
Dude.
All-Star game.
All-Star game.
Made it All-Star.
So happy.
Congrats to him.
Definitely. But the Celtics kind of scare me.
Hey, man, you got what, Tatum, Porzingis?
Porzingis was the one, of the first.
As a Knicks fan?
Dude, that one game.
Oh, my gosh.
Where he was just hitting everything. He was hitting threes on us, and I actually almost, threw something at my TV. I was so mad.
That's the one thing I hate being a Knicks fan. I feel like every single time we get someone good, they do good here in the Knicks, and then they just leave to another team, and they get better. Why? Just why?
It
sucks.
RJ and Quickly have been doing their thing kind of in Toronto since we traded them. Toronto's the 12th seed. RJ's back home.
True.
Good for him. But, the Celtics kind of scare me. The Cavs, I think we can handle them. It's like Donovan Mitchell, and then it's just, Garland is cool, but it's just, I feel like there's a drop-off. Donovan's averaging, I think, 28 or almost 30. I feel like he's so much of their team that if he just doesn't have a good game, it's like the Cavs don't have a good team.
If you take him out of the equation.
Where it's like the Knicks or another team like the Celtics have Jaylen Brown options. It's like one guy has an off day, but another guy might step up and kind of carry the slack. The Bucks are the Bucks. You
got Giannis.
You can't count them out because Giannis is on the floor.
The
Sixers are on our tail. The Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton. I said, I'm not gonna lie to you, me and some of my friends from home that are big Knicks fans said that we should get him. And it would have been the greatest addition if we got him 2 years ago. Did you see him in the All-Star? It's an All-Star game.
It's an All-Star game, but still, they're playing. They're showing their stuff on the court. No matter if they're not playing defense or not, they're still doing their thing.
He had the challenge and then the skills challenge.
Yes.
That's what it's called. And he ran through it.
You see Scotty Barnes was losing the bar.
No.
I don't know what's the Scotty Barnes allegations are crazy. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie,
I think in the West it's gonna be a runaway. I think the Nuggets turn it on soon.
Think so?
I think so. I think Nikola Jokic is gonna win another MVP, and I think he's gonna turn it on. And that's so I got Knicks and Nuggets.
Knicks and Nuggets?
That's what I got.
All right. Talking about the Nuggets, the Euro League, and these players coming from the Euro League, we've had some big names.
Luka, man.
Luka's. What he played 16? He was 16 playing against OKC when he was in the Euro League. Yeah. That's crazy because they have different rules. They have different things. They don't have that 3-second violation. I know for centers, that's a big thing, especially nowadays with the athleticism of these 7-footers, these 6'11" kids that are just coming out of nowhere, coming from Spain, from Greece, these Euro leagues that just breed players.
Yeah.
Wembanyama. Oh my God.
Crazy. Well, that's all the time we have today. We will catch you next week on Sideliners. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.